So could you introduce yourselves to us?
I'm James.
And I'm Griff.
And
we are half of Trace.
Yeah.
right, and you'll be playing tonight at Bar 122.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how the band actually got started? And
Well, we all go to the university down the road. We're all on music tech courses, and then I was actually on the way to see his old band with the other two guys, and we sort of all decided to make a band because we realised we played the same instruments and all the right instruments. Yeah.
all right, the same instruments would be a bit. Oops, we need a drummer. Did you have the same inspirations, the same kind of influences when you actually came together?
There's we overlap, but I think everyone's got their own different tastes, which actually works better than if we all just wanted to be the same band.
Yeah.
It varies it up a bit, so every song doesn't quite sound the same.
Right. What were your personal influences before you actually came to join the band?
I'd say, we had a lot of overlapping ones, kind of like Jimmy Eat World, Biffy Clyro seems to be the main theme, but then at the time the band started I was listening to a lot of hip hop, and of course the course that we were doing kind of blew my whole musical horizons to and not sure if I can swear, but
you can.
I can. That's brilliant.
Loads. I prefer it. then I can put a beep sound in the video. But they were influences then.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say Jimmy Eat World and Biffy in relation to this band would be the biggest ones.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I listen to quite a lot of guitar rock kind of stuff, so all sort of more electronic weird sounds. That's why the bass sounds a bit weird.
That's not grime, is it?
No.
What would you say the band are now sounding like? So if you consider your influences in comparison to what the end sound has come out, I'd say if you evolved as a band, so you compare yourselves to.
I quite like At the Drive-In. Some of the punkier songs are quite sort of in that vein, like late 90s, 2000s stuff, but I think the singing's quite a standout thing because it's quite a unique thing to have almost like two separate voices rather than just a lead singer and a backing vocalist. We do have a lead singer, but it's kind of they play off each other and that sort of thing gives us something different.
Is this the first time you're playing acoustic? Because say you compare to yourself to At the Drive-In, and then tonight you're doing an acoustic set.
Yeah, I mean we've got this Sonic Boom going in Manchester, and it's going to be like an under 18s rock night, about 200 under 18s going down, and then compare it to this, like a small intimate acoustic note.
Yeah.
It's very different. And this is our first acoustic gig, so
it
might go tits up. Hopefully not.
Do you know when you guys started? Did you have any trouble getting gigs, or was it straightforward?
Not really at the start because of this place.
We worked at the venue, so it's,
And
also we have
our friend Alex, who's does a lot of promoting around Leeds, Wakefield, and Huddersfield, and she's just kind of taken us under her wing, really.
Yeah.
Which is
helps
good.
That organisational side of stuff. Isn't really our strong point.
Well, what do you think the biggest problem or the biggest obstacle for a band that isn't signed at the minute is?
Promotion. You can't.
Yeah, getting people down to gigs.
You can't really to sell out like a big venue. You need lots of money behind you, which basically means a major label. To sell an album into profit, you can't really do it on an indie label because they haven't got the budget to kind of push you. So it's kind of a weird thing. You can do it on your own. You can just keep gigging until kind of you build up your fan base that way, and that's the way it kind of should be done, if you ask me. But there's no real answer at the moment because it's all a bit all over the shop.
So you don't think gigging works then? Do you think?
I think it works as long as you want to put the time and effort into gig. You've got to be gigging sort of 3 nights a week at least to be doing to be able to get that kind of fan base, because you can't play to the same set of people every night because they don't want to come and see you 3 nights a week in the same town. You have to be all over the place. So.
So do you like the sound of that idea? I mean, I'm just thinking, I'm a musician myself. I know for a fact, Enter Shikari, they did something similar to that. They basically spent about 3 years just on the road. And they'd play anywhere that would take them. And basically that's how they got to where they have. Okay, they
that's the way it should be done.
So actually, you definitely agree with that idea of almost like going down the underground and working your way up.
Because you have to have something special to begin with. And build on that.
What about the internet? Would you ever use that to promote yourself? Do you think it's valuable?
It is valuable, but in the same way, the internet has democratised the whole thing. So everybody who, like, you could be completely useless and made like a couple of loops together on a sequencer package, and then you've got a 3-minute song because you've looped put someone else's bass line, someone else's drum part, whatever together, and then you've got a 3-minute song and you're up on MySpace, so everyone can hear it. But nobody sits. No, as far as I'm aware, I doubt A&R people sit on the internet looking through MySpace for bands. They have to find the band through word of mouth or gigs or whatever. And then the fact that everybody is on MySpace means they can find your recorded music easily.
So you say the obstacle. Do you think there's a greater concentration of bands because of the internet out there? Do you think that is an obstacle for bands?
The thing is, there's always been a lot of bands, like college bands, like school bands, whatever, but now they have the same MySpace like tools as a major label band has, so they can make their internet like homepage look as good as anybody else's. There's no kind of threshold for who can be, like, you can find them at least.
What would be your ambition if you could do anything, like if you could do something that would work out for you guys? What would it be?
Wembley.
We didn't need 2 nights at Wembley.
I'd say an ambition of mine would be to sell it out for a week. Just to kind of
50 nights at the O2. This is it.
Just take those slots off.
Michael Jackson's dates are free. I
it's for the free we should go on
every night between now and March.
Right now, I think getting an album done and getting it out there would be a nice thing.
I think an overall ultimate ambition would be like if we could kind of have enough money to live off from
get to the point where you can live making music, like you can live off the fact that you can make music. Just that's like every musician I think wants to be able to do that, give up their day job or whatever.
Right. Do you think that's possible? More so possible now with like the internet around?
Don't know. Yes and no.
Yeah.
Lots of ways no, because I mean everyone can get your album for nothing, can't they?
Every gig we do end up plugging the MySpace. People can go and listen to you and keep up with you.
Yeah, which is it's lazy to keep in touch with people, but to get those people to want to pay attention to you is a lot harder in a way. And they don't want to pay for it either because they can get everybody's album for free.
So are you guys looking forward tonight, or is this another gig?
I'm going to Sam Forest. I can't wait.
Right. Thanks for that, guys.
Cheers.
Really appreciate it. Cheers.